All right, this is a part 2 video for October 3rd, 2015. Here in Southern California in Los Angeles, it feels like we're going to have some rain. So I'm really happy to report that. I wanted to show the satellite shot here for the Northeast Pacific. This is the water vapor loop. And look what's happening here. I've been waiting for a long time to show the viewers out there who are following these videos what actually has been happening. We saw this blockade occur many times last season. Okay, now this is an interesting high pressure blockade that is built out right here. We can see a very clean border right here. This is a HARP transmitter, a special, the way they've got this set up here is we have a partial a semicircle set up here, and that is blocking this flow, which is just south of Hawaii. We've got a tropical storm down here, which is feeding up here to the northeast and is feeding this low pressure system right here, which is getting spinning very vigorously. And it looks like it's actually gained some strength. It looks like they've taken a HARP transmitter off of this system and repositioned it over here. If I was to just take a quick guess at what's happening here since I last checked. But we do have a blockade here, and that is engineered to keep this entire flow out of California. And we can see what's happened right here. We've got a point where one half of this flow turns to the right, and the other half turns to the left. And it's mushrooming right into this high pressure right here that's been built in. This is a HARP transmitter, man-made a blockade right here that's going to keep this out of California. But in the meantime, it does feel like rain is going to happen here in Southern California. Let's go ahead and look at this is the infrared loop. We can see what's happening here. Part of this moisture field is turning right. Most of it's going to the left and wrapping into that low pressure that's been parked offshore here. So none of that moisture will, for the time being, come into California. All right. And we have some thunderstorms down here in Mexico, rather large ones. And those will continue off to the northeast because of that high pressure that is sitting right here. This entire area is high pressure, and that will block all this weather all the way around. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the, this is the west central satellite view. This is the water vapor map, and this is what's happening right now. We got that, they call this an inside slider. The meteorologists call this a weather system here, which dropped down, it rode up over a high ridge and came down and dropped into California, and they call it an inside slider. But what we're seeing now is some rain showing up on the radar, and this is just right over Tahoe, the core of that low pressure. Tonight in Los Angeles, we have 81% relative humidity right now at 11 p.m. The dew point is around 59 degrees, almost 60 degrees, and we've got some wind, and so it does feel like rain. It's very damp, and we've got kind of windy conditions. Now here's the infrared loop, and we can see that there is some rain happening here, a little bit of rain spiraling over the area and moving south. So we're going to have to, keep an eye on this. The forecast is for rain tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, but it may happen sooner. All right, let's go ahead and look now at the East Coast, and this is a update for Hurricane. Can't remember the name of that hurricane. Been doing too many things today. Anyway, this is moving pretty much due east with this, and it's slightly moving to the east-northeast. All right, Joaquin, Hurricane Joaquin. I should remember that. All right. So, and we've had this moisture field. Look what's happened here. This is starting to spiral back around. We've got all this clockwise high pressure, which is helping to move this back towards the East Coast. So that's what's happening there. We'll keep an eye on all that. We've got this, there's another low spinning up over here. And we've got high pressure right here. We got clockwise rotation going there. And so we'll keep an eye on that. They still have there's still a moisture field moving through the Carolinas, Looks like they had cut that all the way off, but apparently some of that is still moving up into the area. All right, let's look at this in the infrared loop. It's still a very intense storm. It's 130 mile per hour winds, category 4, I believe. All right, so that's pretty much it. But it does feel like rain here in Los Angeles, so that's great news. But once again, this is about as good an example as you'll ever find of weather manipulation right here, everybody. Pay attention to what's happening here and what's happening to this moisture flow right here. It runs right into this electronic wall. All right, and this happened all last season and the season before that. Huge spinning low right here, and we've got a moisture field that should be going right into California, and it's being blocked by this electronic wall. This is a HARP transmitter right here, phased array radar, and it is just blocking this just like a shield, like water off of a curb. Okay, so that's what we saw all last season, and this is the first instance this season where we're seeing this now. So that's a matter of record, and we'll go ahead and post this, and we'll do another update tomorrow.